Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz. Today is Friday, January 9th, and this is the Search Buzz video recap, the news we covered over the past week at the Search Engine Roundtable. First up, Google has confirmed that they are currently on a break in terms of working on the Penguin algorithm, at least throughout the holidays. There has been no changes since, I guess, the second week of December, at least according to my records. And we'll see what happens going forward. I haven't really seen any panda updates either in the recent weeks, but I assume that will all change in the upcoming weeks or so. If you want to catch up with everything in terms of Google SEO related webmaster topics, you could do so by going to the Search Engine Roundtable. I have a post this week doing the monthly recap of what happened over the past month. When it loads, I'll show it to you. I really got to fix this iPad. So this is the January Webmaster Report. Obviously the big things over the past month or so, past 30 days, was obviously all those Penguin shifts earlier in December. The Pigeon rolling out globally. The mobile labels going internationally. Freebase announcing they're going down, which powers a lot of the Google Knowledge Graph. As well as all the stuff around the tab content and Panda and stuff like that. So I actually, as you guys know, this site over here was hit by Panda back when Panda 4.1 launched. A week ago or so, I asked John Mueller about it. He said it might be the comments. And there's a lot of discussion around this. I actually posted a poll. Do you think the site actually should have been hit by Panda or not? We currently have about 550 results. About 30% of you said yes. 60% said no. The rest of you guys don't care. So it's interesting to see what the community thinks about this whole situation going forward. What's interesting also is I saw a post by Stacy Chan from the Google News team basically saying that, responding to somebody about their rankings in Google News and saying that Google News has over 200 ranking signals and so on and so forth. We know Google has said that statement about 200 ranking signals on web search. The question is, do they have specifically 200 ranking signals on Google News? Again, it's kind of one of those questions, like obviously, what is a ranking signal? How many ranking signals are within a specific ranking signal? And so forth. It's just interesting to see her say that regarding Google News itself. So there was a webmaster who was concerned that his site, at least his homepage, did not come up first when he did a site command. And John Mueller said, don't worry about the site command in general. He said, despite Matt Cutts saying that 5 years ago, don't worry about it. They said as long as your site comes up, your homepage comes up in the search results that is indexed, then it doesn't matter if it's ranked number 1 in the site command or number 55 in the site command. He said instead use an info command to see if your site actually is in the index, and if it is, then you don't have to worry so much. Google's John Mueller also posted the top things or concerns that he sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. Great. So the top concerns he saw around dynamic serving. So Pierre Farr actually wrote about this in more detail. This week they actually been posting mobile optimization tips, SEO tips around mobile SEO in the Google Plus channel. And he basically said there's 2 major things that come up often, or actually 3. One is to solve these issues is to, 1, use JavaScript, where you can simply, this is on dynamic serving specifically, use JavaScript to do a statement to embed HTML to fetch different JavaScript files on this different dynamic serving stuff. For CSS, you can use different media queries. And for images, even though it's not fully supported yet, he's definitely telling you to use the picture element on that area. So definitely look into the picture element. It's going to be taking on or catching on pretty quickly in the upcoming years or so. I'm sorry, I really don't feel so good. I'm still really congested, so I apologize. Google Now cards. So Google Now obviously is Google's intelligent personal assistant, and they obviously are used very often in the different by Android and iOS users. So this morning there was a lot of traffic, the bad weather outside. Google sent me an information card saying, hey, there's a lot of traffic on your way to work. So be aware of that. This is actually like 5-10 minutes before I actually leave to work. So it's pretty smart about that. And there was an issue with some users, according to Google, that Google Now cards were not showing up for users. Google's working on it. They haven't updated the thread yet saying they fixed it or not, but it's definitely an issue for many users. I never seen this before, but this is going on for the past couple months at least. Google AdSense has been showing achievement cards. So when you hit certain milestones, so for example, here's one who had hit over 100 million ad impressions, but it goes on in terms of how many years you've been around and so forth. So those are Google AdSense achievement cards. We asked a poll months and months ago asking if Matt Cutts will return to Google. Google, as you know, Matt Cutts had he went on leave and then he extended his leave throughout this year. And we're asking you guys, do you think he'll come back? I personally think he will come back to Google, but not in the role of Google, the web spam team. But 60% of you guys said no, Matt Cutts is not coming back at all to Google. They think he's done. And then obviously you guys all know about what's going on in France right now. Obviously the terrorist attacks on those 12 journalists or so. So Google has a banner up on Google France as well as Google News France about what they're doing. They actually donating, I think, millions of dollars also to the Charlie Hebdo facility. And what's going on right now? They are supposedly surrounding 2 of those terrorists in somewhere in northern France, I believe, as well as there's a hostage situation in a kosher supermarket in France as well. Supposedly 2 are already dead. So it's pretty crazy what's going on there. Obviously, do what you can to, in your way, to make a difference. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to the Search Spots video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over the Search Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. Today again is Friday, January 9th. Everyone have a great weekend. Bye.